Swamini Adityananda Saraswati. I'm from Parmarth Niketan Ashram in Rishikesh, but most importantly from the Global Interfaith Wash Alliance, which is the first ever organization bringing together the leaders of all faiths, of every faith, to help ensure that everyone, everywhere, has access to sustainable and healthy water, sanitation, and hygiene through the power, the coming together of all people, and the coming together of all faiths. I'll start with a question for you, pop quiz. How many people were in India at the beginning of independence? What was the population of India? This wasn't a very long time ago. Does anyone have any ideas? Any ideas what the... Yes, back there. It's about 30 crore. Right. Now, today, the population is what? Yeah. It's grown quite a bit in a very short time. Every year, the population of Australia is born in India. That's how many little babies are being born every year. Now, back then, which isn't too long ago, there was a lot of open space. And so if someone had to heed the call of nature, they could go behind a tree, they could walk and take a nice fresh air and enjoy their time in nature, and it was fun. Now today we have so many more people on top of people. The trees are gone in many places. The water is gone in many places. It's becoming more and more polluted. And so, India has thus become the #1 nation in the world where children under the age of 5 die, mainly because of bad water, sanitation, and hygiene. The World Bank is saying 6.8% of the GDP of India is lost. 6.8%, mainly due to bad wash. That's why this issue of sanitation and the SBM movement is something that is so crucial. Because I'm telling you this, in just a matter of decades, we're going to have 1.8 billion people in this nation. And fewer and fewer and fewer natural resources. And I'm telling you this also, right now as we speak, 80% of our drinking water, 80%, is contaminated with human waste. We can't have a future like this. We have to make sure that these goals are reached. SBM is about saving lives, and it's about saving India. It goes much, much, much more beyond toilets. And I'm going to, I know the other panelists have to speak, and so I'm just going to make a couple of very, very fast things, suggestions. There's a few gaps that we need to start addressing. One, as Shipra rightly said, people aren't always using these toilets. They're being built in numbers, so many. Mission mode, amazing. We're hearing this every day on the news. My God, how many lakhs of toilets were built this month? Historic. But yet the people are still saying, but why? My grandfather, my father, my great-grandfather, me as a child, from the moment of my existence, haven't needed one of these. I like going outside. It's nice for me. I don't want to be claustrophobic in this thing. Who needs it? Let's make it into a temple. It's the only Paka building in our village. Let's do something nice with it. Who needs a toilet? This is something we need to overcome desperately, because what happens is when they say who needs a toilet, their children die. Their children become infected with worms. Do you know India is also the #1 nation in the world for stunted growth? For stunted growth. Little babies are not just shorter than they should be, but mentally stunted as well if they're not getting the nutrition that they need as a child. They can't study in school. They can't come to school. They drop out of school. They can't concentrate. They lose IQ points, and they lose their ability to have a safe and healthy and productive future because there's no toilet. Last, we have to look beyond toilets also. Who's visited the Yamuna recently? The Yamuna. Who remembers swimming in the Yamuna as a kid? Does anyone remember swimming in the Yamuna as a child? No one here? Usually I get these stories all the time of people swimming in the Yamuna River, which is now considered a dead river in Delhi, where at Wazirabad Barrage, every single drop of natural water is taken out, and what goes back into this river that flows down to Vrindavan, that flows down to Agra, that becomes the drinking water of millions and millions of people? It's the untreated sewage of Delhi. So we need to now, if SBM is to really be successful, not just change this and get people to want to use toilets and understand why, but we also need to not infect the rest of our drinking water that's left. We have to find a way that we're totally Swachh, truly Swachh, and find these answers. It's not insurmountable because I'm telling you this, people are clever, and India is the most brilliant nation in the world, which is why I'm here. This can be done. It just takes the power of will, the power of technology, and the power of the triumph of the human soul. I'll look forward to talking with you a little bit more later. Thank you for listening to my words.